Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Guys, the Vols head coach told me before the game, this team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Vols headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Long way to go on second down. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Quarterback will keep it. Oh, he's got some space. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Reed. Keeping his eyes downfield. He'll pull it down and run. At midfield, he's got room. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week. Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Marcel Reed to throw for it on fourth. Makes the catch, first down and maybe a lot more. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And the point after is good. start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Sells the run, looking to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you could tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
The Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Out wide right, it's Jackson. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down. The Vols will punt this one away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Reed on the play action. Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Sells the run, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Between the hashes, it's Craver. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Sells to fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
Motion from the wideout. Throwing Reed. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Good, strong tackle.
And I think that's a built-in play for this offense. You saw the pressure immediately get to the quarterback on first down. You get him sacked. Well, how do you slow down the pass rush? You run the screen game. You invite those guys upfield, let them run by, and then you throw it over their heads. So a lot of times this is about controlling that pass rush and not letting them pin their ears back on the quarterback.
In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. On the move. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Edwards.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Look out! He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards. Makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2.
214 close. 214 close. Rip, Mustang.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Bishop. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On play action. Under pressure. Got his man downfield. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. And the Volunteers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Right side, it's Staley. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Vols getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Grab behind the line. It's Bishop.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Running inside, it's Bishop, and he could not get loose on the run.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Smith. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Volunteers! Quick strike through the air for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. No better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Breaks into the open. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll take the penalty and move them back. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Touchdown, Aggie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. From deep, it's Figueroa. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. No reason reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Took it all the way back to the house. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Figueroa. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Really good job by this defense. Third down, understanding, taking away the pass first, but I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pat.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on fourth down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Bishop. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Vols, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on first. Catch in the middle. It's Davis. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Lets it fly. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun, it's Bishop. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack. That might have knocked him out of field goal range. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They boot it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic, and the returner will be brought down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Reed to throw. Left side, it's Bussey. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. And the Aggies want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Making the adjustment. Moving the pocket, it's Reed. Fires to the middle. In traffic, it's Warren. Touchdown, Aggies! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And they knock through the extra point and they're up 28-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Figueroa. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Reed. Oh, pressure's coming. Turning it on. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with a look at UTEP taking on the number 24 team, the North Dakota State Bison.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
And it's the Miners in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Got an alley. Runs through a tackle. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Rush is on. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Yeah, it's been a surprise today for them.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. starts on 4th down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. All the way. Touchdown, Vols.
On these critical 4th downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. At the 35, he's got room. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they've built the lead here today.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move, it's Edwards. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Play fake, Reed. They're all over it. Out wide left, it's Bussey. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Reed. Here comes the heat. Finds his tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Looking to pass, it's Reed. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Again, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Extending the play. He got enough. Slides and moves the sticks on 4th and short.
And, man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
Play action with Reed. Moves to his right. He got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. And the Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to try a push pass here on first down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
Wide receiver going in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on fourth down again. Reed to throw for it on fourth. Going for 6. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Hits inside. It's Bishop. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Volunteers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Takes a handoff. It's Edwards. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. One final play before the end of the quarter. Drops back on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Deadlocked here in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Quick give. It's Bishop. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. So we open the final period with a third down play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Tennessee. They move on top here in the fourth.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And they tacked on the extra point.
Tennessee, 35. Texas A&M, 28.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throwing Reed. Working that left side now. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Aggies headed quickly to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job. Drops.
Makes a deep grab. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. This quarterback part of their running game. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie! The extra point here would tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he'll bring it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Fires to the wideout, and the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Second down, gonna throw it. This time it's complete. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Inside. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Off play action on first down. Left side, it's Davis.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. That delay of game penalty took him out of 2nd and short. Here they come needing 8. The run inside. It's Bishop. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Second and long here. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Right side, it's Bishop. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their 1st. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Got to make the play on 4th. Fires to the middle. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And quick return to put his offense in great field position at the 42. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play.
He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, and how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Quick completion on the out route. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The offense comes out for what almost certainly will be its final drive late in the fourth quarter. Fresh center downs going to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
And back to the air on second down. Escapes the pressure going right. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Look out! Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Under pressure. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You've got 2 great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win. Obviously, you worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like, when you need it, can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath in the sideline, wondering if they would come through, but they did. They got the stop in a big moment. Their offense scored a bunch of points, and they walk away with the victory.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Here's Reed to throw. Caught. And the defense forces him to step out at the 3. And the Aggies in the hurry up. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Rush right in his face. Grabs it. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely.